excited, or if you have any thoughts going into it, if you prep differently?
No, we talked about it a little bit. We're taking a challenge. I think it's a challenge. It's a good opportunity for us to actually have something to play for and look forward to, and try to put our best foot forward. And I think it's a good thing for our team to go through it and to play some high level basketball each time. Obviously, once we get to if we make it to Las Vegas, but up until that point, I think it's good for us to hone in on our opponent and treat it like a tournament and give our best foot forward.
I was going to ask, what are the benefits of it? You would say those things you just said.
Yeah, I would just say it's preparing you for like a playoff game. I think the intensity is going to be high. You're going to have guys actually really fighting for something in the middle of a season. So it'd be good for us. It's good for everybody on our roster to compete at a high level and get teams' best shot like we've been doing.
Tell me, did you like having it start this early on in the season?
Why not? Why not? I think it's only beneficial. We can only grow from it. Win, lose, or draw, you can only grow from it. So why not?
Just thinking about last night's game a little bit, defensively, what stood out to you about your performance and maybe where it would have lacked?
Well, I just feel like sometimes we're on the same page and sometimes we wasn't. And I think that comes with growing. We're just trying to figure it out. And right now we're getting teams' best shots. So we have to prepare for that. We have to come out ready from the start of the game and set a tone. I think you look at our two losses, the opposing team set the tone on us. And we're playing catch up from there. So we have to do a better job of that. But I just think this is good. This is good for all of us. My message to the team is embrace it. Embrace where we are. Embrace the journey of learning and the process of where we're trying to get to. And that's elite basketball. We're not there yet, but we're enjoying the process of it.
You've played in so many different schemes and styles. So offensively, ideally you want to catch a team in rotation, right? Swing, open shot, drive. When you're a defense that wants the ball pressure and use that rotation to an advantage, what's the balance there? And sometimes an offense wants to get you moving.
Correct.
You also want to move. So,
Yeah. I just feel like it's a balance. You have to fill the game out. We have principles and we're going to stick to our principles, but at the same time, I feel like you have to be smarter in some areas and try to stay away from being in rotation as much as possible. And I think that's doing your work early on the catch, whether if you got a mismatch in the post, you don't let him take you to the charge circle. You just try to fight him outside of the paint. So I think it comes with everyone being on the same page, being on the same string, and you doing your work early on the defensive end. I think it'll keep bodies in front. And we got to do a better job of just man on man guarding the ball better. It starts with that. I think from there it trickles down to everything else: offensive rebounding, finishing possessions, putting yourself in better positions on mismatches. And I think once it's still a fill out thing for us. It's still something new, a different approach. So it's going to take a little time, but we feel like we have the right mindset as of right now today.
Going back to what you said before, how do you prepare when every team is going to throw their best at you, and how do you set that pace knowing that everyone is giving their best?
It's a mindset. You come into the game ready to go, not just, oh, we just got hit, now I'm ready to play type deal. And I think our two losses, we've been hit first. And I like how we came out against Miami. After a loss, we were the aggressors, And I just think we got to keep that mindset, keep that mentality. But it has to grow. It has to be our identity of what we want to do, because teams are seeing what the media is saying, It's just the reality of how we live in, the world we live in right now. So you're going to get teams' best shots on a nightly basis.
Dame was talking about how he's used to playing defenses that do rotate a lot, that are in rotation a lot. The Bucks for years have tried to, really, really tried to avoid that. How do you grow in that? Is it just getting used to it? Is it just the reps, or is it talking through it? How do you?
All of the above. I think you got to have great communication. You got to watch film on, last night. We need to watch what happened, and hone what we're trying to do better, and know what coach wants out of us, and then take it as a player, talk it out as players too. So I just think all of the above. It takes communication, it takes knowing what to do, and it takes a little preparation of what the other team wants to do as well. So it's a combination of a lot of things, but I think all of those things are right. All of those things are coming into to play with our communication, and it's causing guys to talk more than what they have in the past. You know, you're able to sit back and play a certain way for so long, and now it's a different way, which creates communication. It just takes a little time. That's all. But we're on the same page. We're talking it out as men and as a club. So I think we have nowhere else to go but up and continue to put our best foot forward on a nightly basis starting tomorrow night.
The other part of that, of talking, is hearing that, and how much of an adjustment is that too? Because I would imagine sometimes, depending where you're at, maybe you're not used to having to.
Yep, because we're switching. You know, if you see us switching, it takes communication to switch. So you have to do your work loud and early. We try to talk like if you see your man going into a pick and roll, you have to speak loud and early to the guy on the ball. And then so communication was lacking last night, so you had guys turning and guessing where the screen was going to be. Sometimes there was no screen. Sometimes it just guard the ball. So it just takes reps of it. It takes a lot of film watching. It takes a lot of communication. But I feel like everyone's still 2 feet in, still putting our best foot forward. Today we had a great session in the film room and on the court. And we're just looking for the next game to prove to one another and our coaches and our fans that we're trying and we're getting better with it.